So I think sellers are kind of sitting in limbo right now. I have quite a few that are like, we're not just so sure. And I think that there's a couple reasons why they don't list. I think one of them is pretty obvious. It's that interest rates are a little bit higher than they have been. So it scares people, especially if they're sitting on like 2.6, 3 something interest rate. And then I think maybe the other one is there's just not a lot of options out there. So maybe going into a rental or living with the in-laws. No one wants to do that. So I think that it makes them kind of just be timid about it, when really I encourage them to list now, because as we get closer to election, things get a little bit odd with buyers. Just they have different opinions on what's going to happen and how the future is, and it always happens every election. It doesn't matter who's running or anything like that. That's normal. So I grow to expect that. But if you list now, you have the best months in front of you. And right now, most buyers are very particular on what they want, and your house could be missing out on a great deal. And the best part for sellers is they're sitting on a lot of equity. Right now, most people have seen such a great appreciation over the last 3-4 years that equity could buy down your interest rate on a new house or pay for the new house entirely. You wouldn't even have a mortgage, or pay for half of it or a great down payment, or maybe pay some debt off. I have so many clients right now that are selling the house that they bought the last 2 to 3 years because it was a little bit different than what they had planned, or they had to buy it really fast, sight unseen, yada, yada. And so now they're going to sell, but they have so much equity that they're like, okay, maybe we'll just sit in an apartment for a little bit, pay all our debt off, and we'll just wait till that perfect house comes on the market. That's why sellers need to list right now, because we have so many people waiting to buy a house, and they're either in an apartment, they're just watching the market like crazy, and they are ready to pounce. It's much better to list now, have somebody fall in love with your house, and then you can move on too. You can find another house and get all settled in before winter.